of creation, there at the start, before the beginning of time, with no point of reference, you spoke to the dark and flashed up the wonder of life. And as you speak, 100 billion galaxies are born. In the vapor of your breath, the planets form. If the stars were made to worship so light, I can see your heart in everything you've made. Every burning star has sacred fire of grace. If creation sing your praises so loud, so loud. God of your promise, you don't speak in vain, no syllable empty or void. For once you have spoken, all.
Hi guys, Happy New Year. I know it's March, but I really want to say Happy New Year. Today we are at Legend and my family and I went on a young staycation sometime in Jan, and I just want to take you guys along on the game drive that we did. So if you want to see what we saw, keep on watching. So we slept at a place called Monomotapa. The houses there are really nice. Unfortunately, I did not take any footage of the inside of the houses nor the outside, but please just take my word for it. And this place is just outside Mokopane, if I'm not mistaken. So this is the next day and we are heading towards our game drive. And yeah, that's my dad and that's my little brother, and there's a bit of my mom. Kirnabawe, we have arrived at the game reserve gate. The security guard is just gonna let us in, and in we go. I must say this was quite a bumpy ride, especially this part, but ain't nothing wrong about bumping side to side.
God of creation, there at the start, before the beginning of time, with no point of reference, you spoke to the dark and flashed up the wonder of life. And as you speak, 100 billion galaxies are born. In the vapor of your breath, the planet.
First on the list of animals that we saw the zebras, aka zebras, and man, they are quite beautiful. I really like black and white, so in terms of beauty, I think they're so beautiful. And followed up by, I think these are impalas. If I remember correctly, these have to be impalas. Yes, there were a lot of these though. A lot of impalas. And we also saw Werthogs. I hope I'm pronouncing this properly. And now for a beautiful performance by our beautiful black and white friends.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Just a little bit of.
I had two animals which I was excited to see, one of them being a lion. Here is a pride. Unfortunately, we caught the family at a bad time. As you can see, I don't know if it's bedtime or nap time, but they are sleeping. There's the dad. If you look closely, there's a female lion next to the male lion. I would assume that's the mother. And they are the kids by the other tree.
God of creation, there at the start before the beginning of time.
Guys, let me tell you something. Like, I was so obsessed with the cliff of this mountain. Like, I was just looking at it the whole time. And it was just so fascinating to me, you know? And the story with the cliff is they play golf there. Yeah, you need to go with a helicopter to the top of the mountain, to the cliff, and play golf. Next up on the list, we have an animal that has the same number of neck bones as a human being, and that is our very handsome Mr. Giraffe. And he is a Mr. because of the color of his skin. He's dark in shade. That's how you that's one of the ways you can identify a male giraffe. We took a young break to get a snack from Mother Nature. It was my first time having this snack like and yeah, badibita ditwetla. I have no idea what it's called in English, but that's what it's called. Ditwetla. My parents were absolutely happy to have a bite, or taste rather. This is how they look up close. They look a bit hairy now that I'm looking and analyzing them. And this is how it looks like when you are done with it. I must say I'm not a fan of the snack. I probably won't eat it again. The other animal that I was excited to see was the elephant. Here we are looking at a herd of elephants, and it was just a beautiful sight to see, man. They're so big. But one thing about them, they made us wait because we had to wait for them to move out of the way. They never did. We were just patiently waiting and waiting. We had to go back, take a different direction, and see other things.
God of creation, there at the start before the beginning of time. With no point of reference, you spoke to the dark and fleshed up the wonder of life. And as you speak, 100 billion galaxies are born in the vapor of your breath. The planets form. If the stars were made to worship so light, I can see your heart in everything you've made. Every bird.
Permanent open.
Zimba, please do better.
Yeah. Look, I just had the jar.
Last on the list, we saw Cheetahs. They happen to be siblings. It's a brother and a brother, and it took us quite some time to actually get to see them because they were not in their usual place of residing, if I may put it like that. But man, I think they are cute, and we were told that they are so harmless. But yeah. Oh, would you look at that? It's sunset. I should add, this has been my favorite game drive, probably because it was 3 hours long. Anyway, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Love you lot. Till next time.
God of creation, at the start before the